Hi, Jonathan here. Today is 8th of May 2022. The time right now is 10:28 p.m. I'm expecting this week there will be signs of market to be bullish. But before that, let me make two announcements this time. First announcement, a reminder that I'll be holding a Facebook Live on May 17 at 8 p.m. GMT plus 8. So if you'd like to have access to this live live Facebook training, do remember to join Facebook Gathering of Traders. I'll be holding no sales. Don't worry about any upselling. There will be none. Mainly because a lot of people request me to do a session on how I watch the market, how I trade the market. So I'll be holding a special Facebook Live in Gathering of Traders. That's our first announcement. Okay. Second, there is a promotion in conjunction with the broker XC, where if you do decide to open a trading account with them and you put in 1,000 Sing dollars and you complete 5 lots of round trip, okay, futures, forex or metals, within 2 months, you will get a cashback, not a trading credit, a cashback of 200 Sing dollars. The promotion will end on June 30th. So you got 2 months to complete 5 lots of futures, forex and metals round trip within 2 months. Alrighty. So if you have previously opened a XC account using my link or this link, you'll be entitled to this promotion only using my link, the discounted link. Okay. You want to find details? It will be also in the Facebook Gathering of Traders. Now back to the market. What are we expecting for the market this week? This week, we have the CPI numbers. Last week, Uncle Powell basically all of a sudden said that, hey, we're going to increase 50 basis points and we're going to increase about 2 to 3 times at most. But what the market loves is when he said that we are not expecting to increase the federal rate by 75 basis points and the market rallied 1,000 points. And everyone will be watching these CPI numbers to see whether has it peaked. Because if it has started to go down, then the market will go even more bullish. Watching for that. There will be elevated volatility because if you take a look at the S&P, we are now 5 consecutive weeks of black candle. 5 consecutive weeks. And it is the longest losing streak for S&P since 2011 and Nasdaq since 2012. That means we have been in the worst streak for the last 10 years. We got China data on Monday. We got Euro data and UK data. Last week on Thursday, after Uncle Powell pushed the market up 1,000 points, BOE, Bank of England, also states that Europe and England have their worst inflation ever at 10%. They increase their interest rate by 1%. And the whole market, including GBP, collapse. We also got oil. Okay, oil issue because EU, European Union, is close to agreeing a fresh round of sanctions. And tomorrow is 9th of May 2022, which is the Russian Day, okay, where they celebrate the winning against the Nazi Germany. So there'll be tomorrow. So the world will also be watching out to see whether Uncle Putin will make fresh announcement. Is this just a special operation or all-out war, or project completed? So the market will be watching the news tomorrow. Okay, the speech by Uncle Putin. So let's take a look at the calendar. Calendar this week. Monday, somewhat quiet, except China numbers. We got Tuesday, somewhat quiet. Wednesday, we got OPEC meeting and the CPI numbers. So oil and inflation numbers watching closely. But this is consumer number. On Thursday, we'll be watching the producer inflation. So to see whether can the manufacturing absorb or have to pass on the inflation to the consumer. And on Friday, somewhat quiet again. Okay. Now let's take a look at the Dow. After such a, like it or not, okay, this is a lower high. We tried to have a higher low and higher high, but then it failed. Now it becomes still a lower high, lower low. Okay. Here, that's the 1,000 move. Okay, you have to like it or not. There are two camps, the bull camp and the bear camps. The bull soldiers, if they have been trying to deploy the soldiers since this year, the entire part of early this year, they got some winnings, but then overall downtrend, they are losing. So those that try to long, expecting uptrend again, they are massively injured, intensive care unit. But then on Wednesday, there is a hope that all of a sudden such a strong bullish move in Dow Jones, 1,000 point. I did mention that I'm expecting market to rest, just didn't expect 1,000 point reversal. Okay, so basically after such a strong move, basically the bulls put in all whatever soldier it has left, and on Thursday all the soldier died, including my position too. Okay, so basically, can you agree one thing, that the bulls are dying or dead, and whatever hope they have left are dead, and all the bears are laughing and partying all the way, and especially such a strong 1,000 points to the upside, the bears killed that 1,000 points and go to the downside. So the bears basically are very, very strong. So what I'm trying to share with you, if you look in terms of price action, one thing for sure, well, there's no sure in the market, but with certainty, the bulls are dead. So there are no more bulls. Okay, there are no more bulls for retailers. Okay, the bears are very, very happy. Basically, they push the price down and going lower. Now I'm going to use the S&P chart so it's easier to see. Okay, this is S&P daily candle. Now let's just put it this way. If you notice one thing, that basically we have a strong reversal. If you take a look, there was a strong reversal right here, okay, on Friday, and then all of a sudden near closing they start to reverse higher again. Okay, so the bulls are still trying to fight back, but the bears are very, very strong. So what I'm trying to say is all the bears are in the market as of right now, especially 1,000 point to the downside. So now my question is, if you're on a bull camp, you are demotivated to go in again. So do you notice that whenever the bulls are hopeless case, the market just go up without them? I mean, example, if you just cut loss and it's a major loss, you don't want to long again, okay, right? And then every time you don't long, you see the market continue to go up without you, right? So hold on. So there's no bull. We agree on the first part. Hardly any bulls. But the bears are very strong into the market because it's a downtrend. You expect all the bears are attacking, so the bears are all full force energy. Get it? So my question right now is, if we go lower than this low, okay, than this low, Monday's low, that means the bears will pile all in. Why? Because it break the low, lower low. So the bears will be all in. Okay, in fact, the bears are in. It's just not all in yet. If we can go lower than this Monday low, the bears are all in. Do we agree on that? Okay, so now my question is, the bears killed the bull. How do we kill the bears? Because now the bears are all in. The soldiers are all into the market. Downtrend. If break that low, all in. Okay, so how do we kill the bears? By having the price going higher. So there are few scenarios right here. If you are in the bull camp, that means the only way to kill the bears is for the price to go up. Do we have any signs that potentially there are some hope? Take a look at MACD and RSI. You will notice that right here is lower low. MACD histogram is higher low. RSI is higher low. If you take a look at stochastic, the bullish divergence for 533 and 1433 are so much clearer. When the price are making a lower low, stochastic are making a higher low. So there are bullish divergence, but bullish divergence can stay bullish divergence, okay, until the price goes up. So in other words, what we want to see is, we want to see when stochastic try to, because now you see the stochastic bearish crossover, to see whether stochastic can go bullish crossover. So what am I looking at right now is, if market, where's my default? If market on Monday goes up, whatever bears that are down here are trapped. So if Monday S&P goes higher than this high, currently at about 4159, or make it 4160, then the bulls here are trapped on Friday. Those that went into short on Friday are trapped, but the Thursday bulls are still there. Thursday bears are still there. Okay, so if on Monday after 3 p.m. GMT plus 8, if S&P goes up, I have to long a little bit. Do remember, whatever I shared is my personal opinion. If you like to trade, please do your own due diligence. A little bit. Okay? But what I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that, because there's Bulat news on Friday after market close, so the market is somewhat bullish as of right now. Okay? I'm hoping that perhaps it goes higher, drops down, and if it drops down after I've entered, I will cut loss when it goes lower than Friday's low. And I hope that it goes lower than Monday's low, so that all the bears are piling in. And then we have a reversal to go up. That will be a very good sign with two shadows price rejection, and if it goes lower than this low, even better. So I'll be planning that if it goes lower than about 4053, okay, then reverse higher, that will be just nice. Maybe that's about a quarter to 1/5 of this Friday's candle. It will be great. And then if it goes higher to 4160 again, that will be a very good sign that perhaps the bull is now ready to kill the bear. That's my better plan for early part of this week. It could wait until Wednesday after the CPI. Perhaps Putin may give up some good news starting Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, watch very closely in the US market right now. There could be an element of bullish coming in soon. Okay, so that's my better plan. If you take a look at the Dow Jones, same thing. We have that bullish divergence. Okay, we have Nasdaq. Take a look. It broke the low. Let's just put it this way. Basically, everyone is shorting Nasdaq. Everyone is shorting. Why? Because it broke this low. Right? So the better plan is so much clearer in Nasdaq. All the bears are in Nasdaq as of right now because it broke that low, and it never. So all we need to do, we need to regain the high of Friday. So if we can go lower, form another price rejection to go higher, that will be very, very good. Okay, if you are watching Nasdaq, you got to watch this TNX, 10-year bond yield. So if for Nasdaq to go higher, this 10-year bond yield TNX has to go lower. So I'll be watching that very, very closely. Okay, now Russell, nothing much. But Russell also did went below and closed lower than Monday's low. Also have the same bullish divergence pattern in indicators. So in other words, watch the market closely this week to see whether we have a possible rebound. If on Monday, Tuesday, it went higher, I will long a little bit, but I'll be hoping that maybe the bears come and attack, form a lower price rejection before going up. So the concentration this week will be on the US index. There won't be much concentration in the London. London. Mainly because it's going to wait until whatever decision that US move, it will start to affect the movement in London, the movement in Germany, because US are the big brothers. So right now, as of right now, I don't see much. Perhaps we can go down to this 200 before we rebound. It is always possible. Germany, like it or not, lower high, lower low. Okay, and right now we have a symmetrical triangle. If Germany does rebound, well, let's draw here, or maybe a nice, more sensitive trend line resistance. It'll be right there. Can Germany one day go up like that? Anything is possible, but as of right now, nothing to say for now. I'll be watching the US market very, very closely. I will also be watching the US dollars. Okay, because if US dollars continue to go higher, it is also very hard for the US market, US indices to go up. So US dollars needs to come down. Was that good news? There was a spinning top candle, doji lookalike. That means it is indecision. See, very seldom US dollars got this type of candle. Like last time was here. Usually the body of US dollars are bigger. And if you take a look, do you notice there is also bearish divergence? That was also mentioned last week, okay? But the bearish divergence are still forming there, are still there, okay? Including stochastic, also bearish divergence. So in other words, there is a possibility for US dollars to go down, which will help the US indices to go up, okay? But the thing is, it's going to be very hard to short US dollars because the price has to go down to at least 102.5 before giving any signals that US dollars is going to go down. Okay. And GBP, it died. But there is a bullish divergence. Okay, haven't reversed up yet, so don't go into early. So watching out for that. The other one I'm watching very closely is also because of VIX. Look at how nice this candle causing the VIX to go lower. The same candle reappeared. Now the question is, could it be possible that when the VIX are testing it very closely, it may fail? There is a possibility. So, but the good news is VIX did went higher than this high, trapping a lot of bullish VIX sentiment before reversal to go lower. So that's why I think if VIX go lower and US can play another trick to go lower in S&P than the Monday's low, very high chance we're going to reverse higher. So I'm watching and very intensively watching the US index and also US dollars. Nothing much to look at in terms of other major pairs in US dollars because it is just hard to enter any major forex pair at this moment, except it's going to be a rare trick that I take, except for a possibility of pound Aussie bullish move to the upside. So I'm watching because it is right now potentially a double bottom. Okay, so apart from that, not watching oil. I was expecting oil to be bearish, but unfortunately it still continued to go higher. So not watching oil, nothing to do. Even OPEC meeting was there, so it's risky to trade before OPEC meeting. I'm also not watching gold at this moment, but I kind of like the price because it hits that 200 EMA. Okay, but I'm not watching gold at this moment because US index are much better as of right now. So apart from that, no, nothing much. Okay, so get yourself ready this week, expecting a bullish market. Let's see whether can we break that low and reverse to go higher, trapping all the best. Do remember next week on May 17th, special Facebook Live lesson and also a promotion from Axie at the same time. So Jonathan, till next week. See ya. Bye.